Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for some indie comic reviews, and for these indie comic reviews I'll be covering the last Starfighter issue 1, followed by Team America Racing, which is actually done by the comic press group, which gives the comic shop news. And to be honest, I didn't expect for this to come out, the story to come out the way it is, but let's get the first things first and review the first comic out of these two. So, first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It certainly does, to which I give a 7.5 out of 10, as this is also a comic book adaptation of the actual movie. Next, we'll move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we get to see what's happening in space before Alex is called up to be one of their starfighters. As the story advances, we get to see quite a number of things that are taking place. And last but not least, towards the end, to which the story will be continued in the next issue. For the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. Oh, actually, I want to show you one more thing in relation to the art, because they end up showing some original pages, like from the first original one that they put out. And this is it right here. So, moving directly into the story rating, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't. Next is the location. Of course, with things taking place on Earth with the first part of the story, we learn it takes place in a trailer park. And, of course, we have the command Nexus, which is later on. Next is the cast of characters, to which we have the Ambassador Maris, Oracle, Alex, and there's someone else there, Centauri I think it is, I might be incorrect. It has been a while since I have seen this movie too, so it is nice to see something in relation to a bit of an old movie. My overall rating for this story is a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Team America Racing. So, as we move into Team America Racing, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we sort of move into, I guess, motorized BMX type racing, and we end up meeting Mick, Buzz, T, Falcon, and of course the members that make up Team America in this particular group. As the story advances, we get to see some things take place, but we also learn something else, that one of the characters is actually a saboteur. But one thing I do like about the end of this particular comic is that we learn that the idea of this story came about because of someone's interest in Evel Knievel. So this is what it's connected to. So basically stunt type, almost like stunt type racing. If anything, I think that was actually the standout to this. But my overall art rating for this is a 6.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the story racing. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't. But I think it would actually help the story out a bit more. I think with this first issue, they might have included... I think it would have been good for him to include this sort of like a bit of a background for the story and then move forward, instead of throwing us sort of like in the middle of a story and then sort of like have the end to sort of like give an introduction as to what led to the creation of the story. Next is the locations in the story, to which we have Roscoe Garage as well as Dallas, Texas. Last but not least, we have the cast of characters consisting of Mick, Bars, and T. Falcon. I couldn't quite get the name of the person who's meant to be the main character, who's also connected to being a bit of a saboteur of sorts. My overall rating for the story is a 6 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.